Now let's talk about the message of Rabbaka Fakabbir. That's the principle, but there's more. And inshallah I'll be done very quickly. When I say Rabbaka Fakabbir, what's the message of Islam is that in every choice that I make, I need to ask myself, did I put Allah first before I made this choice? I'm about to go into a business, and that business has certain elements that are not allowed by Allah, right? But it's good returns. I can pray and say Allahu Akbar. Eid comes and I say Allahu Akbar, La ilaha illallah, Allahu Akbar, Lillahi alhamd. I'll do lots of takbir. I'll say Allahu Akbar multiple times a day when I pray. But when I was signing that business contract, was Allah actually Akbar? Not really. Because I agreed to something in which I reduced the authority of Allah because the money that was coming in became greater. That incentive became greater than the word of Allah. Didn't it? The message of Rabbaka Fakabbir, declare, maintain the greatness only of your Rabb, is actually now the message is, in what things are you compromising the takbir of Allah? The previous surah was about the takbir of the salah. قُمِ اللَّيْلَ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا نِصْفَهُ وَانْقُصْ مِنْهُ قَلِيلًا. That's the takbir when we make salah. This surah is about the takbir of da'wah. There's a different takbir. And this takbir means this message is one in which I have to ask myself in business, in family life, in my relationships, how I deal with my friends, how I deal with my enemies, how do I deal with people I like, how do I deal with people I don't like. Is Allah actually Akbar in the choices that I'm making? I give you the example of business. I'll give you a few more examples from different parts of our lives. Say you don't like your mother-in-law. I mean, not you. You love your mother-in-law. I'm talking about people in Frisco. They have a problem. Okay? Say you don't like your mother-in-law. And she's asking for help. Right? And you can't help her, but you don't like her. You don't like her. And you know that Allah says that you should help those that are closest to you. And she qualifies as among those that are closest. But if somebody you liked would ask for help, you would immediately help. But somebody you don't like ask for help and is burning you a little bit. Your anger became akbar than the word of Allah. Your grudge is akbar than the word of Allah, isn't it? I'll give you another scenario. Many of you will hate this one. That's okay. There's something Allah has made halal. Your son, 30 years old, hasn't been married. He says, I like this girl, I want to get married. No. You can't, no. He's 30 years old. He's not a child, he's a man. He has the choice. Allah has given him the choice. And he's asking you out of courtesy. He's making it look like he is asking your permission because we have a different Islam in Pakistan. We have some additional surahs there in which you have to ask your parents' permission before you choose a spouse. But in the rest of the Islam, the rest of the deviants in the world, a man needs no one's permission to choose a spouse, so long as she's halal for him. And they say no, and if you marry this girl, even though she's halal for you, if you marry this girl, your mother will never make dua for you, your father will only look in your direction, we're not going to attend the wedding, we're going to cut you off, forget about the inheritance, don't come to this house again, cutting the family ties. Now this young man, this 30-year-old, not even young, he's getting old. This young man who's making a choice, is his choice halal? Absolutely halal. When they threaten to, and they cut family ties over this. When they cut family ties. Keeping family ties is a command of Allah or no? You have to keep family ties with parents who are mushrik. Mushrik. They're worshipping idols and you can't cut family ties. The worst crime in Allah's book, they're doing that, وَصَاحِبْهُمَا وَإِنْ جَاهَدَاكَ عَلَىٰ أَن تُشْرِكَ بِمَا لَيْسَ لَكَ بِهِ عِلْمٍ فَلَا تُطِعْهُمَا وَصَاحِبْهُمَا. If they're struggling against you to do shirk, don't obey them, but still accompany them. You don't have the choice to cut family ties, but you know what? He didn't listen to me, I want nothing to do with him. Now your anger, your pride, your need for control became greater than the word of Allah. You can go to Hajj and say all the takbirs you want. Allah is only Akbar those 10 days for you. Or Allah is only Akbar when it's time to pray. But Allah is not Akbar in your family choices. Allah is not Akbar in business choices. Allah is not Akbar in where you're spending the money or where you're withholding the money. When Allah gave a message to Rasulullah, قُمْ فَأَنذِرْ وَرَبَّكَ Fakabbir. What is the indhar now? The warning. The warning is, are you really declaring Allah Akbar in this area of your life, and this area of your life, and this area of your life, and this area of your life, or not? You can't become selective in your religion.